Many of the people we spoke with on the mall obviously liked what the Pope had to say, but didn't agree with everything he said. Their reaction, very similar to what we saw inside the House chamber. And what a picture of irony. Pope Francis threading the needle between Joe Biden and John Boehner, both devout Catholics and often polar opposites.
I cannot think of another time when I've been more proud to be a Catholic.
Representative Renee Ellmers is a lifelong Catholic. She heard the Pope challenge Congress to work together for the common good.
We can work on issues together. Even though we may see things differently, there are still things that we all have in common, and there are things that we should all be working for.
Democrat David Price heard the same message.
And we certainly need to approach the challenges we face with a dose of humility, understanding that we can learn from each other.
Do you think his address today to Congress will make a difference with Congress?
I do believe it will.
Ellmers told me her majority party has some work to do trying to listen to each other.
Bringing everyone together, resolving the issues that we have, and communicating. He's given me that sense of peace and hope that it can be done.
Price is also hopeful.
But moments like this really can help, I think, and I have high hopes for what might come from this.
And bases a large part of his hope on one particular moment of history made inside the Capitol today.
One thing that happened was that the Golden Rule was invoked and applauded on the House floor. A wonderful moment. This is a universal maxim of human responsibility.
You mentioned earlier that the Pope will be at St. Patrick's Cathedral in New York City tonight. He was at another church earlier today, also St. Patrick's here in Washington, D.C., where instead of having lunch with the leadership of the House, Speaker Boehner and Minority Leader Pelosi, he decided to have lunch with the homeless. In fact, he served the homeless and said that's where he should be. And one other note, before he left this afternoon, he was again greeting people along some of the streets of Washington where he stopped. He was loving what he was doing. We saw a security member walk over to him to tell him it was time to go. He looked at his watch as